now?
Again?
Yeah. All right, but now we're live right now. Yo, guys, welcome to Coffee Talk Live.
You
You know
start
what
your
I'm
own
saying?
live. You start your own
Yeah,
live
you know what I'm
broadcast.
saying? I think I'm in jail, but you know what I'm saying? It's like right now they giving me probation and shit. They let me go live. I'm on probation status. The last time when I was in real jail, they ain't let me go live. But now I get to go live and shit. So, you know what I'm saying? But it ain't nothing, son. It's fresh out. Ain't nothing to go back. Ain't nothing to go back. If they put me back in there, I'll just pop up on Instagram. Please follow me on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? Just subscribe to Vince Michelle where
I
you
don't
can
think
get
this
more
is the
Coffee
place to be
Talk
making
videos.
threats, Vince.
All right. I gotta introduce my co-host for talking Coffee Talk Live. We're doing it different today. You know what I'm saying? I got a co-host today on the Coffee Talk Live. He's gonna help me out with the news stories today.
I politicked
And
my way. I politicked my way into a bigger spot right before the show started. I pulled a Hogan.
you pulled the Hogan.
Yeah, I Hoganed my way into a bigger spot on the show.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Well, actually, brother Vance, what do you think if I come in at the beginning of the show, dude, and we talk about everything together and we like co-host it, brother?
And then I went with it, just like Bischoff on some Bischoff
Yeah,
shit.
all right. Yeah, okay, Walter.
Yeah, yeah. On some real Vince Russo shit. Like, yeah, that's a great idea. Let's go with it. Let's see if the ratings go up. Hey, yo, I think they did too. I think they did. You know, me and you, we magic, baby. So I think they kind of went up. They kind of went up right now. Yo, just because of the way how your camera is, I think I'm gonna have to go that way too. Oh,
Oh, because it looks like I'm facing away from you. It looks like I'm like.
nah, you're on portrait mode, and I'm on landscape. You know what I'm saying? So I went portrait my damn self right now. Know what I'm saying?
There we go.
Shout out to all my peoples out there doing Coffee Talk Live. I had to turn off the goddamn music right now so I can hear Walter better. All right, yo, Walter, the first thing I pulled up in the news, right, which is a great story because here on Coffee Talk Live, man, you know, in the news they talking about, you know, COVID vaccinations is, you know, the campaign is strong now. It looks like we got the supply and it's in, but we ain't here to talk about that. We ain't here to talk about the royal family and they bullshit too, because we've been knowing about the royal family and they bullshit too. All right, we ain't here to talk about that though.
All I want to say about that royal family situation is that Reggie kid is whiter than me. That's all I'm saying.
The Reggie kid,
You know, like
the Archie kid.
Archie. That's it. That's the one. Archie, Reggie. I don't fucking know.
He looks like so. What they scared for? What was they worried about?
You know,
what was they worried about? I don't know.
Me, for God's sakes.
Yeah, it's the thing. That's the thing about worrying, man. Like, you know what up? I was watching the Biggie documentary. You know, I'm about to tell you something deep. I was watching the Biggie documentary.
Biggie Langston?
Biggie Langston, he's an interesting motherfucker, but not more interesting than Christopher Wallace, which is Biggie Smalls. Biggie Smalls. Yeah. Notorious. You know, he stopped using Biggie Smalls because he got sued. I never knew that by the real Biggie Smalls, like a British, but like nobody knows this motherfucker. Anyway, he's not in the fucking rock Hall of Fame, rock and roll Hall of Fame. No, Notorious B.I.G. is. Anyway, so I was watching his documentary, and in his documentary, you know, the thing is, Biggie was worried about like where he was going to get his money from, like his income. He was thinking about like selling, even though he was nice with the music and everybody was like, yo, you should blow. You're going to blow. We going to make you big. He's like, nah, he was worried about money still. So he was still falling back on drugs and thinking about taking care of his daughter, and his mom being sick stressed him out. He was kind of worried like most of the days. But then
his mom, Angela Bassett.
You know what? That movie was trash, man. Why you brought that movie up, son?
Yo,
I think
I love the part where she finds his crack set up under the bed, and she's like, "What you doing hiding these mashed potatoes under the bed for?"
that's a true story.
Oh man,
It's a true story, yo. It's a true story. You gotta check the documentary, yo. I was looking at this shit though. Like, why was Biggie stressed? Biggie, the one at the end of the day, all his stress, all the people that he was worried about, all the stress, outlasting him. Like right now, Biggie's mom is alive. She survived the cancer. His kids is good. Everybody around him that he was worried about, they good off of his music. And he ain't even do that much. He only did 2 albums. And he's in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. And to this day, his music is still making money for his family. Which I was like, so like, what the fuck was he worried about? Like, worries. What are you worried about at the end of the day? That's just another what are you worried about lesson I learned. Like real deep, man. Anyway, let me move on to this news story I seen about this Deanna Trujillo. She came to the U.S. to study, right, with only $300 in her pocket, B. So now she's a NASA director for the Mars rover.
Where'd she come from?
She came from Dominica Republic, okay, the island of Hispaniola. And now she leads a 45% team at the 45% person team at the NASA laboratory that's responsible for the robotic arm of the latest Mars rover. You see, now you're probably asking yourself, how did Diana go from simply dreaming about the cosmos to actually exploring it? Perseverance, motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? Because she was only 17 when her dad offered her to stay in Miami with her aunt. And then she only had $300 to her name. She took that shit. She took a series of housekeeping jobs to put herself through Miami-Dade College. And in addition to learning English, she studied aerospace engineering. And
it's crazy because, like, you know, baseball wasn't an option for her, right? I guess, like,
no,
I'm saying, no, I'm not, like, that's only like half a joke. I mean, because, like,
baseball.
That's kind of like the Dominican dream, right? To come to America and be like a famous, like, rich baseball player, but like you're a woman, and basically, okay, that dream is unattainable.
Nah, she couldn't be no baseball dream. She had
so she's
no
like,
connect.
Okay, fuck baseball. I'm gonna go fucking take NASA by the balls.
That's right. And because of that, through her fucking space, like while she was in school, her professor actually knew an astronaut that actually got her into the NASA Academy. And then from there, she just went on to be a superstar, which then she won mad accolades, mad awards until now. Like the latest big shit that she did, which you can see on YouTube, that shit got like 3.2 million hits. She was the first voice heard on Mars. So the first voice heard on Mars was a Latina, B. Word on that Mars shit that they doing right now. Like that's her. That's all her. She's leading that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy, B. That makes you believe that, like, you know what I'm saying? No matter how hard it is, because she had to take like 6 buses to classes while she was cleaning up bathrooms and shit. And she was still like,
how many buses she's gonna have to take to Mars, bro.
I mean, oh, fuck out of here, this guy, man.
Yo.
Shit, yo.
I've been to the Dominican Republic once.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Never been, man. How long you stayed out there?
Some guys tried to sell me like Viagra and Cialis, like on the street.
He tried to sell you. He tried to sell you some bootleg Cialis, some bootleg Viagra or something?
I was like 26, 27 years old at the time. I'm like, guys, what the fuck? Why do you think I need like Viagra and Cialis and shit, man? Like,
There's Dominican Republic, B. There's a lot. There's a lot going on. There's a lot going on. You seem pretty happy these days.
I do.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Have you been around birds?
Nice transition, bro. I know where this is going. You know, I live in NDG. There's a lot of trees around. There's always some birds squawking, chirping. You know, I took my kid out for a walk this morning. We definitely heard some birds. My kid was talking about hearing the birds. You know.
You speaking of NDG though, man. There was let's talk about this real. Let's get sidetracked real quick. NDG. Because there was a bird that made a whole town happy for past the pandemic. You know what I'm saying?
Months, yeah, for a while.
You know what I'm saying? For a few months, there was a bird that actually made the whole town happy.
Yeah.
You know, they brought the community together.
Yeah,
Shout out R.I.P. Butters. You know what I'm saying?
That bird's name was Butters, and that bird was a turkey. A wild turkey.
A wild turkey. A wild turkey that
So
this town.
Not one of these big fat fuckers that's like, you know, cooked up for Thanksgiving. This is a wild turkey that somehow ended up walking around in NDG and shit, and it, like, lived in a park. And you guys took that, but you guys, you know what's crazy about it though? You guys took you had started adored, you know, you guys started taking him in like this is our kid, like he's NDG's own. He's almost a citizen. Y'all was about to give him the key to the city in a minute. I know that. He caused a lot of controversy, Butters, you know, and like there was a lot of community infighting as to what should be done with Butters. You know, some people wanted to like rescue him and like send him back to wherever the fuck he could. I don't know, like yeah. Like it was fucking like Free Willy or something, you know?
Yeah.
Like, and I was like, yo, the fucking...
It's a wild turkey, son. It just happened to be.
The turkey got here on its own.
Yeah.
It lives in a park. It's fine. Just leave it alone. Like, it'll just do what it's got to do. And then it got run over by a car. Now it's dead.
And then it got, yeah, like that wasn't really going to happen. So,
the turkey walked on the street. And you know what? As much as the cops have had a bad year.
Yeah, I hope they're not traumatized. I hope those two cops, though, don't get traumatized. I hope the people don't lash out their feelings on these two cops because they did the best I heard they did the best that they could do, you know? They really guided this little turkey like he had eyes, like he had a brain. Don't forget, this guy, I mean, this turkey is a bird. It's a bird brain. Not that smart. Not
smart, but the cops did actually try to help the turkey as much as they could. You know, when the turkey would like wander into the streets, like the cops would give the bird, like the turkey, like an escort, you know, with the car and shit.
Shout out to the cops, man. Much respect to the cops. Huh?
They helped out here, you know. And, but at the end of the day, Butters screwed Butters.
Oh man, I can't even cut this out. I don't even know. Can I cut that? No, I can't. All right, I'm trying to keep it moving. I got something in my eye. Like God, but it's shit. Oh my God. I seen. You know. Oh my goodness. Another side thing. You know, I seen that Nitro. I put it in the post.
Yeah, I saw it. Where were you watching that?
Yo, I was watching the whole thing, son.
But where was like that was on the WWE channel or what?
That was on this wrestling page that I follow. It was wrestling 80s and 90s, and they happened to stream that old episode, and it was the Nitro. It was interested at me at first because it was the Nitro after the DDP and Paige match where they cut it off. And then I'm like, oh shit, they showed it in the Nitro. And then I'm just catching flashbacks because they just showing all these people. They show Alex, right? I'm like, oh shit, I'm catching flat. Fighting.
Oh, no, wait, Was that Alex Wright or was that because they had like 3 different dancing gimmicks at one point? Because there was like Alex
Oh
Wright,
yeah,
and there was also Disco. There was
Disco
Disco
Inferno. They put them in the tag team. Remember?
I think yeah.
Yeah.
But then didn't eventually like Brutus Beefcake? Didn't he eventually have kind of like a dancing gimmick?
Oh yeah, yo, Disco Inferno. Who the fuck was this guy? This guy was good. He was one of the good wrestlers, yo.
I think
I was just,
I think didn't they get him from ECW?
yo, I forgot. He was really good. Like he was a low key, like every time, like he was type still a show type dude, like low key type guy. But they would just never push him like that.
These guys got saddled with like garbage gimmicks, man. Like,
yo, but he was good, yo. I was watching that shit, and I went down to watch Eddie again fight Saturn.
yeah,
Juventud and Kidman for the cruiserweight belt again. I was like, oh shit. Forgot about these, son. This was fire. I forgot that Sting and Bret Hart had a match. There was a Scorpion versus Deathlock versus. I forgot about that.
Scorpion,
and I forgot
the sharpshooter.
Yeah, I forgot DDP fucking beat Bret Hart the next day for the U.S. belt. That shit is big. I was like, yo, Nitro was dope. Son. Anyway, I got too sidetracked, yo. What I wanted to see, I saw on the news, though. I was talking about these bird shit. Birds
make you happy.
Birds do make you happy. And a German research has bullshit. He said being around birds makes us much happier, says new science, because we see them nearly everywhere we go. We hear them every day, you know. And German research has even found that being surrounded by a wide variety of birds can offer increasing life satisfaction equivalent to $150 per week of added income. Yo, you heard?
Let me know when you're finished here.
No, but did you hear? I just want to let you know. Yeah. Did you hear? Yeah. Not only does being around birds being happy, it makes you richer.
Well, I think figuratively richer.
All right. Well, let me finish that. According to the findings, the happiest Europeans are those who can experience numerous different bird species in their daily lives, or who live near natural surroundings that are home to many species, explains the study's lead author, Joe Methers, a professor at the Goethe University in Frankfurt. I guess that explains why O'Massey's always happy, huh?
Why? Because he's a fucking bird brain. Oh. Gabe, where you at?
Hey, Gabe. He said he misses you too, man. He loves you too, buddy.
Love you, buddy. Did you hear that?
Mm-hmm.
Oh no.
I'm sure he did.
He was listening.
I'm sure he did. I don't know. Nobody's listening.
Listening. Now, so I call bullshit on this whole fucking thing.
Say word. Say bird.
Bird. Bird is the word.
Bird, the word. Bird, the word.
Everybody's heard about bird.
Bird.
So, okay, couple things here. I'll keep it brief.
All right.
I've always been, in my life, baby, I've always been fortunate enough to grow up around trees, baby. Lots of trees, nature all around me, baby. Everywhere. My big backyard, my parents' home, big maple trees out back, baby. And I remember, especially as I started to become like a teenager and shit, and where I wanted to like sleep in on weekends. Come spring, summer or whatever, change of seasons, those birds would squawk up a fucking storm back there, bro, to the point where it was like nature's alarm clock, and it would wake me up in the fucking morning as soon as like there was any traces of daylight, like fucking these birds, and like it's early, it's like legit early, bro, and so the birds wake you the fuck up. And I remember even before that, going to the mall with my mom and shit as like a little kid, and we go check out the pet shop just for fun or whatever, Yeah. And I remember, you go to those mall pet shops and shit.
Yeah.
They got a bird section in the back.
Yeah.
Yo, that's not fun. You go there, those birds are fucking terrified. First of all, it's not their fault. but they're all like squawking and shit. It's like in when you go like in Silence of the Lambs when Clarice first meets Hannibal Lecter and she goes and it's like she's got to go into like the worst part of like the worst mental prison in the fucking country, and there's this whole ward of just guys just like screaming shit at her, and like one guy throws like some cum at her and shit. Anyway, that's what being in a pet store is like. And there's like all these fucking birds just squawking at you and throwing cum at you and shit. Birds are just not that fucking fun, man.
I feel like most of your days are like Alfred Hitchcock movies. You know what I'm saying?
What's my days?
Yeah, like I think you go through Alfred Hitchcock movies. You know what I'm saying? Like each of his movies are days in your life. You ever watch? You watch any
days? There's the Birds days,
right?
The Psycho days,
yeah.
The North by Northwest days, I guess. I don't know.
There you go.
Yeah, that's a good one.
All of those. It's like he probably took days of your life and like you know what I'm saying. I think you live Alfred Hitchcock movies. You know
sometimes I have like Goodfellas days too, though.
You have Goodfellas, so Martin Scorsese days too. You live, you be having Inception days too, like you.
Oh man, yeah, yeah.
Hey yo, what's the story behind your new profile pic, man? What's the deal with that? Give us a scoop on that new profile pic. What's that? I think is that Esteban?
It's not it.
I thought it was. All right, because your profile pics is something like you know what I mean. You don't do the average, put your face up, profile pics. You always go an artistic route with your profile pic. This one, I gotta know what's the deal with this one? What's the inspiration? Give us a scoop on here on Coffee Tawlk Live. What's the deal with that?
I don't want to get into too many details right now. But let's just say there's a local political storm brewing surrounding a new star candidate entering the fray of local politics, and a man whose reputation precedes him, and I may or may not have looked up said man, found said man's rinky-dink website, found said man's 30-year-old headshot, and then appropriated said headshot as my own profile picture. But I don't want to go into too many details.
Okay, yeah, I feel you. So you don't want to get into anything.
Anyway, that bit will be fleshed out later, or when I'm waiting for the complaint about that. I'm waiting to be. I feel like there's. Anyway, I don't want to talk. Anyway,
yeah. It might incriminate. You don't want to incriminate. Yeah, exactly. Because we here at Coffee Tawlk Live. You know what I'm saying? We stay the light. We got this one. Yeah, we gonna stay in the light. We sit over here just like my brothers DJ Khaled and Fat Joe, you know what I'm saying? They stay in the light. We over here, we stay in the light, you know what I'm saying? We gonna talk, we stay in the light, you know what I mean? Like, yo, you know what I mean? You gotta do what you gotta do. You know what I mean? But we stay and we gotta keep it moving. You know what I'm saying? I
treat social media like everybody's like an audience and shit. Like
yeah.
Like, and that there's like certain people that I'm just gonna like go in on.
I feel what you mean. I know what is that. That's why I posted what I had to post on the other day, because I was like, I had that thought in my head. Like, I know it wasn't right, but I know it wasn't like, I just felt like, am I totally wrong?
Yeah,
like, you know what I mean? Yeah, because I was like, am I totally wrong? I was like, let me see if I'm totally wrong. So I posted it. You know what I mean? I posted what I had to say about the cancel culture and shit. Because before I even posted, that's what I thought. I was like, yo, I know I'm feeling fucked up about this shit, but Yo, let me see who else is fucked up, or let me see what else is going on. Am I right for thinking?
I tell you what,
Yeah.
it's a good thing no one's ever tried to cancel you.
Mm. Mm. You gotta be kidding.
I'm just saying, it's a good thing that we never had to deal.
Cause we in the light. You know what I mean? We too much in the light. You know what I'm saying? Anybody that try to shine darkness our way, it just gets crumbled. You know what I'm saying? It just gets engulfed by the light, by the flames, right? You know what I'm saying? Well, you know what I'm saying? Even if there's little scares. But we ain't gonna go there. We gonna stay in the light. We gotta keep in the light.
Yeah,
let's stay in the light. Matter of fact, like you said, I'm gonna take a walk. It's a nice day. I'm gonna take a nice little walk. I got the park.
It's a little colder than you think it is. And it's windy, so yeah.
Oh shit. Okay, so I'm getting tricked because I see the sunlight and
It's
but
nice
I
when you're
don't.
out in the sun, but yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well, all right.
I can't believe we're fucking getting fucked out of 2 St. Patrick's Days in a row here.
Oh shit. Today's Sadie Patties.
No, it's not today, but it's this week. Because it's the 13th today, so 13, 14. It's Wednesday. Wednesday is St. Patrick's Day.
Oh shit. Another one, son. What can we do? It's been another year, man. Another year. But I was talking about, oh yeah. You know what? I'll recap that coffee talk. You know what I'm saying? I said that in my coffee talk, you know what I'm saying? I was like, yeah, it's been a year, you know what I mean? This shit's still here. But I was like, yo, at least you still here. You know what I'm saying? Because remember in the beginning of the year, how scary motherfuckers was? Like, you know what I mean? Like, because we didn't get all the news on it on how it is now. Like, you was thinking like, oh shit, there's a virus out. Motherfucker could die from that.
We both did. I was making all kinds of jokes about it. Like when I would do shows, I was making all kinds, but like to the point where I was making so many jokes about it on stage there that one of the last like Saturday night showcase shows that we did, I think when was it? I don't know if did we have Joey on or something?
We had
there was like a lot of people. We had like a good turnout for somebody.
Yo, I think it was Joey. It was a Joey one.
Yeah, we had a good show, but this was like maybe like I think it was like a month before lockdown or something.
No, it wasn't the Joey one. It was the Albert one, I think.
What?
It wasn't even. Oh shit!
I don't know
because even the Monday was blit. It
was a good turnout and stuff.
Yeah.
But I think it was like a Saturday night anyway. And I kept doing this bit. I was like, well, we're clean, everybody. Who's clean? You guys wash your hands. No virus here. Ain't no disease here. And I was like really like leaning in on it. And I thought it was funny. But then I looked out and then I'm like looking at the people and they're all just like nobody was fucking laughing. Nobody thought it was funny. And I was like, damn.
Nah.
But then when I would be off stage, and you remember this, for like 2-3 weeks, even before lockdown, I was like, nobody fucking touch me. Don't fucking touch me.
Yeah.
The fucking micers are coming around being like, yo, how's it going, man? I'm like, yo, elbow at most, maybe. Just like otherwise, like don't fucking touch me.
Word, because the shit was creeping in. It was creeping in. Like England was going through it.
Yeah. And I was like, and I'm like, this is where it's gonna break out to, at a goddamn open mic or some shit.
Yo. And then fucking you hear it's fucking in Canada. It's man.
And then shit. What was crazy was the week of lockdown. So it's a year today, actually. It's the year anniversary today.
Yeah.
March 13th. Because we had the fucking Bowser and Blue at Hurley's book for March 13th, remember?
Yeah, I remember when
Friday the 13th.
Yeah, I remember everything shut down March 15th. That's what everything really shut down for.
We canceled the show on Friday the 13th also.
Yeah.
Because I didn't want to shove 100 old people into fucking Hurley's when a fucking pandemic was breaking out. I'm like, no, I'm not doing that.
Mm-hmm.
But like, yeah, like that same week, literally, like, so that was Friday.
Yeah.
On the Tuesday of that week, like
Word.
3 days before, me and Vito went to the fucking Olympic Stadium to go see a fucking soccer game
Yeah.
with like tens of thousands of people at the fucking Olympic Stadium.
Damn. What a memory. You ain't even know what was coming.
And no, I knew it was coming because even then I was
Oh
like,
yeah, you knew what was coming. Yeah, you know what though? You were actually one of the few people. Actually, I think you were the only one that knew what was coming, son. Because I kept telling people that what you were telling me, and then motherfuckers was like, nah, and then I was like, Walter's telling me like, we should be. Get ready to settle in for about a year or two, G. And then he's like, nah. If anything, this shit coming and going. I'm like, nah, I don't, whatever. I would like for that to happen too. But you know what? Walter's telling me, be ready.
here's the thing. Let's draw a lesson from this.
Yeah.
Let's draw a lesson from this. Be ready, but also be flexible. Like, be willing to sort of be what's the word? Like, yeah, like, so
open and adaptable to
be
opportunities. Yeah.
Like, like, you got to deal with the reality as it comes. Like, you can't be like, you can't just like hope that everything is going to be all right and everything, and then go about your life that way and not prepare yourself when the reality indicates otherwise. But conversely, you can't just like hole up like in your, like, I was talking to a guy this week that was like a friend of a friend, and he was like, this guy was like, he's like, I'm leaving my house for the first time in 3 weeks today, and like before that it was 6 weeks, and he's like, we should all be locked down for 2 months and not do anything with full government subsidy, and I'm like, yo, bro, but that's not gonna happen.
Right.
That's not gonna happen. So like, you can't live your life based on an expectation you have of others that's never gonna happen.
Yeah. Yeah, true.
Like, yeah, I guess like there's a risk every time you set foot outside your house, but like, you be smart, you wear masks, you distance, you fucking wash your hands a shit ton and stuff, be smart about shit.
Word.
That's all you could do.
Word. So that's it. Just act like, you know what I mean? Just take it as it comes. You know what I'm saying?
Get vaccinated when you can, for Christ's sake. My mom already got her shot last weekend. My dad's getting his shot today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Word. If you in case of getting that thing, if you in a position, you know what I'm saying, then do your part to make it safe for the rest.
In Montreal, it's open to people over 65.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, if I had symptoms, because I ain't had symptoms up to a year, so I don't see no need for me to get vaccinated. Because if I had, because they'll even tell me, like, yo, get a test if you ever feel a symptom.
Yeah, but actually, it's funny that you mentioned that, because I read the list of, they actually put out the priority list of how it's going to go, like who's going to get the vaccinations when. And, there's the elderly people, then it goes lower and lower in age, those in their 50s, those in their 40s, and it's like those like at risk, and then it's like those are this, blah, 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 blah. Then there's like healthy adults, and then there's children, and then there's like some things, some groups of people I've never even heard of, and then finally at the bottom of that there was just one special category, and it just said Vance. So, you're actually literally the last person.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. Okay. I mean, man, that's what they told me, man. I go to the hospital and I'll be like, yo, because I remember I was in BC, okay? Remember I was in a situation where they wanted me to take a test, right? And then I was going for when I was actually, said, okay, I'll take one. Now they giving me all types of stuff like, yo, all right, book one or it's busy. The book, they only had like three clinics to get like a test. I called these clinics. They're like, okay, you can come and get a test. But then after that, one clinic is like, yeah, come and get a test. What, have you had a headache? Blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, no. Have you da 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 da? So why you want to, do you even work for, is this for work? I'm like, no. I'm like, so why do you even want a test? I'm like, oh, because they was like, nah, we can't give a test. I was like, all right, yo. I'm like, wow. So it's like, it is what it is with that, you know what I mean? And I'm so far, you know what I mean? And other people too, fortunately, we don't have to go through that. But I mean, it is what it is. I hope we still taking measures because I'm still out there taking measures. Like I'm wearing my mask still. Sometimes I forget like there's a virus, but then, I'll still wear a mask. And sometimes, I'll be out in society and they it's like, people like forget that there's a virus because, the people will walk on the train and then they'll walk on like a car or two and stay. There'll be like 30 people in one car.
I know.
2 cars.
I haven't been on the metro in a fucking year, man. Like,
wow. And then you know what?
I've been like locked the fuck down. Like even in the summer when I was going out a little bit, like when I would go out here and there, I'd take a fucking like Uber or cab, and I was even sketched out about that.
Wow, nah.
Because like some of the Ubers would have like a really like elaborate setup, like with like fucking plastic and shit, and like airtight, and then some guys just had like a fucking garbage bag or something.
Yo, these Ubers have a crazy setups. Yo, there's a guy on Instagram that actually has a series about that exact thing. Yo, exact thing. He goes in there the COVID Uber series. He goes into the Ubers and they be having crazy setups. He be walking up and they be like, "Yo, bro, you no sanitizer?" Like, yo, we just. Yo, he be putting them on blast, yo. He be having them mad, son. He had the Uber drivers hop out, wanting to shoot him, son. I was like, damn, son. I think he stopped doing that. I think he stopped. Maybe he's still going with that, yo. For real, though, yo. But yo, they walking around. You walk in the metro, the 2 cars fill up, and the train is connected now, so you could walk. Cars, I walk in the car, I see 15 people in one car and be like, yo, get out of here. So I walk out. Out. Nobody spreads out though. People just come in and they just look on their phones and I'm like, yo, y'all crazy, son.
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, some people come on the metro and they sit right next to me. I'll be like, yo, are you serious, son? You serious, son? I'll be like, nah. And then I just get up, I walk 3 cars down where the cars all empty and shit. And I'm like, yo, this is crazy. People are really walking around here forgetting this social distance and shit. Like, I wonder why this shit going crazy.
We got 8:00 curfew. We can't go fucking anywhere. Can't go to fucking restaurants and shit. But people are cramming into metro cars.
Yo, cramping in the metro cars, cramping in the schools. Yo, it's nuts. It's nuts what's allowed and not allowed. And I'm like, okay, this is I'm like, I'm just keeping my head up. Gotta keep my head up. Like you said, we gotta just be aware and just moving every day. You know what I'm saying? Yesterday I was just like, oh shit, I gotta grab my laundry out. Can't believe it's almost 8. I gotta go run and get my laundry out, do all this stuff before 8 because it's a wrap. But you know what? It's all good. I'm gonna go in. It looks like a jack off game is about to go on. I get to go see I watch my AEW, you know what I'm saying? Oh, by the way, pay-per-view tonight, Impact. Yo.
That looks awful.
Come on.
Yo, I looked at the card, bro, and I'm like, I do not care about this card. Maybe the fucking Rich Swann Moose match, but like,
Yeah, that's it.
I mean, how is Rich Swann like? How is Rich? I don't understand how Rich Swann is like a credible like heavyweight champ. Like, how do you do that? How did they put the title on Rich Swann?
Oh, exactly. I mean, he was big, yo. And then after that, but Moose is a great talent. Moose is a great talent. But that belt situation does got to get settled. And then, what? Kenny Omega? Yeah, it's a double title match. I'm sure the Good Brother's gonna interfere in the match. That's for damn sure. All right. So yeah, make sure you watch the Impact.
Like, the best thing that fucking Impact has going is when like AEW gets involved. Like, did you see that? Did you hear that WWE's losing Andrade Cien Almas?
No.
He asked for his release.
Wow.
Yeah, because like they completely like wasted him. Like,
what? AEW. Oh shit.
Which is spicy because he's fucking Charlotte's boyfriend.
Charlotte, exactly. What? Andrade is all elite? No way.
Well,
no way.
He's still WWE right now, but like he's gonna go.
We haven't seen him.
He's 100.
Garza's making moves. Yeah, Garza's making moves on that shit. Yo, you seen what's going on NXT though?
What specifically?
A lot of things. They got a tag team. They got the women's tag team now. NXT got their own women's tag team belts.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. The champions are Dakota Kai and Gonzalez. And they fought Amber and Shots.
They got more talent than they know what to do with, man.
Yo, NXT got mad talent, and Gargano is impressing the shit out of me because he's now like he's a character now. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like they're giving him camera time also. Like he's doing like his out ring persona is shining more now. So now he's like he's becoming a complete character.
How about that exploding ring though?
Bruh.
I'm gonna say this. I've been watching wrestling a long time. You know, I've been watching wrestling a long time. I've watched a lot of wrestling. I watch a lot of wrestling. I am a lover of professional wrestling. I like AEW. It's a good deal. All that said, that is one of the single most embarrassing, worst wrestling things I've ever seen. Up there, it's like that's up there with like Shockmaster. Like that's like,
yo, we was expecting like motherfucking like, you know what I mean, like the Macy, the Christmas, the Macy Thanksgiving Day parade, the Macy July 4th fireworks spectacular, but we got sparklers on some bullshit. We got some motherfucking Washington D.C. fireworks. You know what I'm saying? We got some New Jersey sparklers. That's what we got. What the fuck they got that?
I think I showed my sister the ring explosion, and somebody said to me like that I, Walter J. Lyng, have personally done a lot more dangerous things with fireworks than were done in that fucking. I don't know. Have you ever hung out with me when I set off fireworks?
Yeah, we did the 2 years ago, New Year's at Leland's.
Oh yeah.
That was good fucking New Year's, B.
If you know me long enough, I will bust out fireworks.
Word.
But yeah, like that said, like that fucking thing, man. It was such a bummer. It was like.
It was supposed to be like that. Yo, I'm glad though. You know what? I'm glad that Eve put the real explosion the next day in the chat. So I saw what it was supposed to look like. So I'm like, okay, that's what
the real one.
You know, but it was.
What real one? What do you mean the real one?
She put it in there was in the group chat, the video for like the how the explosion, because they had a death match before where the ring exploded.
Yeah, well,
And
they had.
that shit-
Well, yeah, I put that in there. Yeah, that was
oh, you
kind of
put
like.
that in
So
there.
yeah,
Okay.
that's the problem because AEW is like, oh, it's gonna be like the old school Japanese death matches. So I checked this shit out, and now we're seeing what it should look like, and then you see what they fucking. And that's what made it even more disappointing. Like, also,
Yeah.
they didn't even really need to do that spot at the end at all. They didn't need to
Nope.
they didn't need to do any of that. Imagine if that didn't happen. Like the match would have been fine. Would have been fine.
It was great. It was. Oh, I was listening to that Cornette podcast he put in too.
Oh man.
He went in on that pay per view,
Oh
yo.
man.
He's like 4 hours.
This
4 hours. This damn thing was 4 hours. He's like, not even the satellite. And back in the day, you get the satellite. The satellite will give you 2 hours, 3 hours at the max. If you had an extra hour, you had to pay. This damn thing went 4 hours, man. 4 hours.
That was just the beginning of his complaints.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yo, that podcast was like, man, that was the beginning of the show. I was like, oh shit, son going in, he about to go in. All right, man. Well, this has been great coffee talk, Mr. Walter Lyng, man. Before we go, do you want to tell the people where to find you, where to see you? What?
I'm doing this fun weekly talk show with Reese Turner Friday nights.
Yes.
It's on Facebook Live or whatever. You check it out. Go to Kelly's Green Lounge. Kelly's Green Lounge. That's what hosts that. That's like a fun cannabis related late night talk show deal. That's fun.
Yes.
And, we're gonna be keep an eye posted for a film new movie reviews podcast series that me, Reese, and Chris are putting out. We already got like 7 episodes in the can. So,
yes.
So that's pretty exciting, and yeah.
Yes. All right, guys. Yes. Make sure you follow Kelly's Green Lounge. Make sure you follow Walter Lyng. Make sure you follow Wiley Good Times on Twitter too. I shouted a couple of your tweets on Funny Papers. I think the last tweet I shouted out was we live in the future. Why don't we have quiet microwaves?
It's a good fucking question.
That is a good question. That's why I had to shout it out on Funny Papers.
We live in the future. Why don't we have smartphones with scales, with built-in scales?
Bro.
It's all touch and pressure based anyway.
Yo, I don't understand.
You know what I'm saying? And it 100% could work as a scale. I think they just don't want it to because they know it would just be for drugs.
But they will help society.
Imagine if there was like an app with it and it just made like a grid on the screen. Like
there's apps, but they're not accurate. They're not accurate at all, man. I tried it all.
No, nothing works.
I tried it all, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because I got to do that non-knee sometimes. You know what I mean,
but it's crazy that's not a thing we have.
Shout out to the homegirl Alejandra who blessed me with a scale so I can measure my
I bet you Elon Musk could hook us up with a phone. I bet you Elon Musk could hook us up with a phone that has a scale on it.
I bet you he probably already has one, man.
Or or the good people at Huawei. The leader in cell phone technology.
Damn right. Them motherfuckers got phones with 2 chips in them. Why 2 chips?
Ni hao.
Getting that yen, son. All right, man. Yo, Walter. All right, man. Thanks.
I'm trying to plug everything. I figure I figure if I plug everything whenever I'm live on something, eventually someone's gonna send me some free shit.
That's true. That's how you work things out. You know what I'm saying? Because you gotta keep plugging. Next thing you know, people gonna be like, "Hey, I seen you mention my thing. You know, I'm excited. So can you can you can you mention it more? I'll send you more products, man. Therefore, make sure you check out Coffee Tawlk podcast, sponsored by Maxwell House, Tim Hortons, Starbucks, McDonald's.
I'm the original influencer.
Influencer and encourager.
Uh-huh.
And
influencer and enabler.
All right, yo, that's Coffee Tawlk Live, man. We're done talking our shit, man, guys. We're out of here. This broadcast is done, guys. Thanks for watching us, and
be
for
somebody.
More, yes, be somebody. Peace. If you want to hear more Coffee Tawlk, then please follow Coffee Tawlk with Vito Blaze on Spotify and iTunes. And if you want to see more Coffee Tawlk, then please follow Vance Michelle on YouTube.